This is the one thing that students get wrong when studying for mathematics. This is Jason Ursino from Learning Space, and I'm driving to school. Today I'm going to be talking about the thing that students get wrong when they're studying for maths. What a lot of kids do is they write out their notes. They write out their formulas, they write out what the formulas are used for, they might write an example down, and they try to commit it to memory. If they do this, and they do this well, they'll only get some of the exam and understand some of the concepts that they need to do. The reason for that is because when a maths exam is designed, it's designed to have sort of two style questions, type A, type B, if you like. The type A questions are very skills based. They want to see if the student can do the fundamentals, the foundations. And then there's the type B questions, which test the high level thinking and being able to see if the students truly do understand the concepts behind the skills of mathematics. If a student spends their time studying and writes out their notes, writes out the formulas, writes out examples and understands the basic concepts, they're only going to get 50-60% in a test, and that will be consistent. They won't improve from that mark. So what they do need to do is they need to think differently about mathematics. Mathematics is not like a humanities subject or an English subject. What it is very much like, it's like music or sport, where the more touches on the ball, the better you get at it. So for maths, it's all about doing practice questions, specifically exam style questions. So they should be doing past papers. And the more past papers they do, the more they expose themselves to a higher scope of the sort of questions that can be asked in an exam. And if they do that, they will get better at marks in their maths exam. So it's important to think about how to utilize your study time. Don't spend the time on memorizing formulas. Just do questions, just do past paper questions. And I've told students this before, and the students have often said, so how can I do past paper questions if I don't know the basic skills first? What I say to them is that this happens organically. As you're doing past papers, if you hit, say, a particular concept you're not sure the basics about, it will force you to go and find that out. Or after you go through the exam, after you completed it, or you go through the solutions, you'll be able to learn it very quickly. So you won't have the formula written nicely on a page, but at least you'll start to get to know it because you can see it, how it's been done in a maths question. So importantly, make sure that you practice by doing past papers. Do as many exam style questions as possible. Get the past papers online, get the past papers from your teacher, get your past papers from various parts, even in the textbook. Some parts of the textbook have, towards the end of chapters, exam style questions. Do as many exam style questions as possible and you'll perform well in your maths exam. If you like my video, there are more of them at learningspace.net.au/driving to school, and have a good day. So when putting together a